On behalf of the Oceanside Longboard Surfing Club, I'm Jim Marmack. I'm a 37-year veteran of this club, and I think this is our 37th year. So, I got a question for all these surfers up here. How many of you were born before 1962? I didn't think so. How many of your parents were born? Ilima, come over here, man. You're the man of the day. How many of you were born, how many of your parents were born before 1962? None of them were. Well, Ilima Kalama here in 1962 was the U.S. men's West Coast surfing champion at 19 years old. In 1964, this contest was renamed the U.S. Surfing Championships at Huntington Beach. In 1962, Ilima beat Mike Doyle, Mickey Munoz, and Rusty Miller for the championship. Can you believe that? So he's the 1962 U.S. champion, and we have the 1963 champion in the back somewhere, L.J. Richards. There he is, sitting over there. So, man, Oceanside's kind of stacked. So, Ilima was born in Honolulu, Hawaii in 1943. His pure Hawaiian lineage can be traced back over 300 years. His family's surfing history began long ago. They always lived by the ocean. Ilima's father was a big wave body surfer and an outrigger canoe paddler. Ilima started surfing when he was 6 years old. When he was 16, he moved to Newport Beach, where his father was influential on the Long Hollow board, right? And his father was influential in bringing the sport of Hawaiian outrigger canoeing to the mainland. In addition to surfing, Ilima became actively involved in canoeing. He started entering surf contests, and in 1961, when he was 18 years old, he was rated number 4 on the West Coast and was sponsored by Hobie Surfboards and Hang 10 Clothing. A year later, he won the U.S. Men's Championship. In 1963, surf music was the rage. Those of us that are older know that. With Dick Dale, the Safaris, Jan and Dean, the Beach Boys, the Ventures, they were all around playing surf music. And the Ventures are actually in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio. In 1963, the Ventures came out with an album called Surfing. Some of these people up here and some of you have never seen an album. I just want to show you guys what a record album. This is vinyl. This is a record album. Okay? Yeah, this is an album. This isn't an 8-track. This is an album. So this album actually had on the front big wave rider Sammy Lee. He's not riding that big a wave. I think I could ride that. But the whole back cover is about Ilima. Yeah! The whole back cover of this Venture Surfing magazine is about Ilima. So, Ilima, you probably have about 20 copies of that at home, I'm sure, but the Oceanside Longboard Surfing Club is going to give you a couple more to take home, all right? You can put them in your living room, your bathroom, or wherever you want to do. That's usually what happens, that's right. But on a serious note, this is really interesting. In 1971, at age 28, Ilima and a friend named Larry Doyle went out to Cortez Bank, about 110 miles offshore from San Diego. And those of us that have been surfing for a long time always would think about Cortez Bank but never go there, because at that time it was known around the world as one of the biggest and the most powerful waves in the world. And Ilima went out there not to surf them, but to actually do some abalone diving with his friend. They went out there, and to make a terrifying story short, their boat sank in the middle of the night, and they were thrown into 44-degree water with no wetsuits at the time. The situation was grim, and they were eventually rescued hours later. It's amazing. They're out 110 miles at Cortez Bank, and things didn't look well. But anyway, they got rescued, and this story is like something out of a movie. And there's no doubt that Ilima's water instincts kept them alive. There's a book that Chris Dixon wrote called Ghost Wave, and it's about Cortez Bank. And it has a couple pages in there about Ilima and the escapades of that night, and another escapade after that. So it's really worth reading. I just can't believe he was at Cortez Bank. Anyway, the LeRoy Grannis Waterman's Award that we're up here for tonight is presented by the Oceanside Longboard Surfing Club to honor someone who has respect for the ocean and has a proper attitude in and out of the water and always carries the aloha spirit. Have you ever seen a golden retriever without a smile on his face? Well, if you look at Ilima, he always has a smile on his face. Ilima Kalama is a truly skilled Hawaiian waterman. His love of life and love of the sea is evident with every smile that he gives. Sharing the ocean with family and friends is what life is all about for Ilima. He learned from his father and passed his love for the ocean onto his son, Dave Kalama, a big wave surfer and a true waterman. We are honored to acknowledge and present Ilima Kalama with the 2022 Oceanside Longboard Surfing Club LeRoy Grannis Award. Will the Takayama family please come up on the stage? And by the way, while the Takayama family is coming up to the stage, what I forgot to tell you is Ilima moved to the Mammoth Mountain ski area for about 12 years, and within a year, I mean, he took to skiing, snow skiing like he did surfing. Within a year, he's on the elite ski patrol. Wow. So, man, what a guy. Anyway, come on over here, Sid. On behalf of the Oceanside Longboard Surfing Club, where's Kai? And Michael, come on over here next to Ilima. On behalf of the Oceanside Longboard Surfing Club, I'm presenting you a handmade award by Oceanside Club member, Master Craftsman Rick Cole. It is made out of Patagonia, rosewood, African black limba, and American walnut wood. We need to give Ilima a big hand.
Michael, jump in, Michael.
Ilima, you want to come over here and say a few words?
Aloha, everybody.
Aloha!
I'm so happy to be here 35 years later, coming back from Maui and sharing this wonderful surprise and gift from the Oceanside Longboard Surf Club. I was very blessed with a dad that loves surfing so much, and he was like the biggest Grammy I could ever imagine, because he just loved to be in that ocean, no matter if he's a leader. He's so important to other people, because growing up with Dad, it was like going around the island whenever there was big waves, and we would camp north, east, west, south shore, automatic. And that is the way I grew up, in a tide pole, and learning how to walk and learning how to get into the shore breaks. And lo and behold, I'm so blessed with Dad's endeavor and his teaching to the younger generation since I was a baby. And watching Dad instruct wherever he is around the island to let the younger generation know about the ocean. Give the aloha to the ocean. Give the respect to the ocean. And for my doing what I'm doing, no money in our pockets, the life we live, millionaires, automatic. Automatic. We are so blessed, because the younger generation will know of that. It's automatic for them. It's just playing and growing up and just having the best lifestyle we could have. And it costs no money.
Wow.
We're millionaires. And that, I'm truly believe, is what it is. And I just thank my parents and the good Lord because of that.
Amen.
Thank you everybody for being here and sharing your aloha with me.
Thank you.
I will take it home. What a blessing it's been. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Ilima was also president of the Oceanside Longboard Surfing Club. Didn't have anything but to do with getting the award in 1988. Yeah. So, anyway, thank you a lot. We love you.
Thank you.